Chanel.
Natalie,
Evelyn,
Jessica,
and I'm Alejandra Salinas. So according to CareerGeekBlog.com, in a survey of 2,000 bosses, 1/3 of them claimed that they knew within the first 90 seconds of an interview whether they will hire someone. Also consider this, most job interviews last about 40 minutes. So this means that your first impression at a job interview plays a significant role in your chances of being hired. As I know, most of my audience members are in college. Maybe they're just starting off college, they're midway through, or they're approaching graduation. No matter what chapter you are in your school or your education, it is not only crucial how well you do in school, but also how you're going to present your newfound skills and education to a hiring manager whenever it comes time for you to apply for jobs. So looking back on some of my past job interviews, I can see how I may not have sold myself to the best of my abilities. So this is why I'm here to give you some tips on how to prepare for before, during, and after your job interview. So to prepare for before your job interview, once you have found a job opening and you have booked your interview, you must research the organization. Research is a must. You can begin by seeking background information on the company that you just applied for. So use employment sources to get an idea of the salaries and the overview of the company. Visit the organization's website, visit their mission statement, review their background, assess their products, their clients, and their services. Read recent press release information for insight on growth and stability, because you don't want to apply for a job that you might not have for a very long time. So once you have a better idea of the organization that you're applying for, it is now time to compare your skills to the qualifications of the job requirements. So analyze the job description. Outline the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you need. Examine the hierarchy. You need to see who's going to be your boss. How many bosses are you going to have? Are they going to be in charge of you, or are you going to be in charge of yourself? And determine where the position fits within the organization. It is also important to prepare your responses. So remember that most interviews involve a combination of resume-based questions and also like situational questions. They might give you a situation and ask how you would react in it. So prepare for these kinds of questions. It is also very important to dress for the occasion. So you're going to want to go neutral. Your iron is your best friend. Plan what to bring. So for men, you're going to want to wear like a button-down long sleeve, tucked in with maybe some slacks or khakis with nice pair of shoes. For women, you're going to want to wear maybe a dress that's business casual, nothing bright, nothing sparkly. Your makeup, keep it down. Also, plan what to bring to your interview. So you're going to want to bring extra resumes printed on good quality paper. You're going to want to bring a notepad and a pen, and a list of references, and maybe even a portfolio of your past work, if that is acceptable. It is also vital to prepare for during your interview. So you're going to want to pay attention to nonverbal communication. So be mindful, start ahead, project confidence, and sit upright. Posture counts. Be attentive, don't stare, but maintain good eye contact. Also respect whenever your interviewer is talking. Do not talk when they're talking, and only talk when they ask you questions. Also manage their reactions. Now here's the catch. Many prepare for before and during an interview, but many forget about after the interview. Many interviewers end with, "Do you have any questions?" So it is important to prepare for these kinds of questions. Be strategic. Bring a list of questions to the interview. Do not ask for information that you can easily find on the website. Ask questions about the organization's culture, what makes the organization a great place to work, and ask for opportunities for advancement. If the organization has not contacted you a week after the interview, call and ask for an update. Don't be afraid to. And also remember that organizations nowadays check social media to see what kind of people they're hiring, so be careful what you post. Okay, so I just gave you some information on some information and tips on the process of applying for a a job and preparing for a job interview for before, during, and after. I hope that you take these home, and I hope that you will be better prepared for your interview and that you will make a great first impression in those first 90 seconds. Hi, stop on me.
SAL Selena
221.